Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our next presentation, Culture and Interpersonal Communication. In the last lecture, we talked about interpersonal communication and its role in business and economics, but today we are going to talk about culture and interpersonal communication. So, navigating global context for future economists. First of all, what is culture? Culture is part of one ethnic group or one nation. Language, the primary tool for sharing ideas and history, behaviors, the collective actions, thoughts, patterns of a group, traditions, customary beliefs and practices passed down through generations, value, fundamental principles guiding behavior and societal judgment, customs, accepted ways of acting in specific social situations. Culture is the integrated way people live, think, behave in a group, encompassing everything from language to daily etiquette. For example, the simple act of greeting can be handshake, a slight bow, or a kiss on the cheek, depending on cultural context. So, why culture matters in communication? Understanding messages. Culture profoundly shapes how we encode and decode information, influencing our perception of tone, context, and intent. It means that if one action is done within various cultures, it can be perceived, it can be understood differently. Avoiding misunderstandings. Different cultural expectations regarding communication style, for example, directness, silence, and humor, are primary source of conflict. Building trust in business. In professional settings, recognizing and respecting cultural nuances fosters strong relationship, which is vital for long-term economic partnership. Verbal communication differences. The words we use and how we use them are deeply embedded in culture. What is polite in one context can be seen as aggressive in another. So it has got various varying meaning. Even when using a common language like English, specific words, metaphors, or idioms can carry completely different connotations or fail to translate effectively. Direct and indirect speech. Some cultures favor explicit, clear statements, say what you mean, while others prefer context rich, subtle communication to maintain harmony. Read between the lines. Art of saying no. In some high context cultures, a direct refusal is considered impolite. Phrases like that will be difficult or we will think about it often stand in for a clear no. Nonverbal communications, actions speak loudly. Eye contact. In Western cultures, direct eye contact shows honesty and attention. In some East Asian African cultures, prolonged eye contact can be seen as aggressive or disrespectful towards authority. Gestures and posture. Hand size, signs, body posture differs widely. A simple gesture like OK sign, thumb and forefinger forming a circle can be offensive in several South American countries. Personal space. The comfortable physical distance between speakers varies. Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cultures often prefer closer proximity than North American and Scandinavian cultures. Understanding nonverbal cues is crucial because they often convey more genuine emotion and meaning than spoken words. So we have to be very careful then. Developing interpersonal communication skills. To succeed in a globalized business environment, you must actively cultivate skills that bridge cultural gaps. Active listening. Focus entirely on the speaker. Not just words, use verbal and nonverbal signals like nodding to confirm engagement and understanding. Clarifying questions. When uncertainty arises, ask open ended, polite questions to ensure mutual understanding. Avoid assuming you know the speaker's meaning. Patience and flexibility. Be prepared for slower communication pace and unexpected detours. Showing patience demonstrate respect and professionalism. Style adaptation. Consciously adjust your communication style, whether seat complexity or formality, to match your conversational partner's seat. Culture and business communication. In the global economy, successful transactions rely heavily on cross cultural teamwork and mutual respect. Knowing cultural norms dictates appropriate behavior in meetings, negotiations, and formal presentations. For example, in Japan, the exchange of a meishi business card is a ritual reflecting respect and social hierarchy. Handling it carelessly can be insulting. Attention to detail in protocol significantly impacts your credibility as a future economist or business leader. So, challenges in cross cultural communication. Language barriers, direct translation mistakes, and differences in fluency can lead to misinterpretation of core messages or contracts. Attitude towards time, chronemics, monochronomic cultures, scheduling punctuality clash with polychronic cultures, fluid time, multiple task, relationship focus, hierarchy status. So, different cultural views on power, distance affects who speaks, who makes decision, and how disagreement is expressed. The key to overcoming these challenges is proactive adaptation, continuously learning about your partner's cultural background and being willing to adjust your default communication styles. Tips for effective intercultural communication. Conduct cultural research before engaging. Learn basic etiquette, greeting rituals, and communication preferences for the region or partner's country. Use simple, clear language. Avoid complex jargon, colloquialisms, idioms, and slang. Stick to standard vocabulary and grammatically simple sentence structures. You have to show genuine respect, observe local customs, dress codes, and dining etiquette. Small acts or deference demonstrates a willingness to understand and integrate. Confirm understanding. Regularly paraphrase key decisions or agreements to ensure that both parties leave the conversation with the same interpretation. Lastly, conclusion. So, culture connects us. Embrace diversity for global success. Cultural understanding is essential skill for modern professionals. It improves communication, reduces friction, and builds consensus. In economics and business, strong cross-cultural cooperation leads directly to more robust partnership and greater market success. Viewing cultural differences as assets rather than obstacles is the foundation for thriving in a global world. So, thank you for being with me. This is the end of our lecture. I hope you could get some information about how culture works in the economics. Thank you.